You found it. Your home for the best content on your favorite team, the Fighting Tigers of LSU. Do us a favor, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments below, and be sure to smash that like button. For as long as the good Lord allows you and me to breathe air in our lungs and walk the face of this earth, whenever we close our eyes and hear it, or whenever we see it, we will be able to say, I remember where I was when.
2 balls, 1 strike to Jared Jones. Hernandez down at second base. Bottom of the ninth, tie game. This one hit in the air, line drive. It's off the glove of Kojal into center field. Here comes Hernandez. He is safe. Tigers win. Tigers win. They are headed to the championship series here in Omaha.
I can't help but think, and it's immediately what went into my brain last night watching the game, about all the opportunities, the blessed, charmed existence that you and I, as LSU fans, have lived being able to watch and cheer for this baseball program. And Jared Jones at the plate, coming through in the manner in which he did, immediately calls to mind all of the moments we've been lucky to see. Todd Walker in 1993, Warren Morris in 1996, Brad Cressy in 2000, Blake Dean in 2008, Tommy White just 2 years ago, and now Jared Jones. Whatever it is that you may think or feel, you will think and feel and have with you forever. And whether it's right or wrong, it's just what it is. This program is measured and defined by what you do in the postseason, and more specifically in Omaha. There have been amazing postseason moments in the history of this program. I mean, coming back out of the losers bracket in 1997 with South Alabama and Long Beach the way they did, we remember the 1997 national champions, the 188 home runs, beating Alabama 13-5. Like, we remember the national champions. We don't often talk about what happened in the South 2 Regional to get them there, because this program is measured and defined by what happens in Omaha. And more importantly, when you win in Omaha. And LSU took a gigantic step to adding the 8th number on the billboard behind the right field wall at Alec Box Stadium. They still got 2 more games to go. But my goodness, what a feeling that was watching Jared Jones 0 for 5 against Arkansas with 5 strikeouts on Saturday to come back and have the outing that he has so far. Multi-hit game against UCLA, 3 hits in this ball game against Arkansas, including a home run and the game winner with 2 outs in the 9th inning. It's the scenario that every kid dreams of. Bottom of the 9th, 2 out. And we've all done it. They put it on those stupid T-shirts, the No Fear T-shirts years ago. Bottom 9, 2 out, you're at the plate. Do you want to be in that moment or do you not? Jared Jones did, and he delivered in a massive way and delivered LSU to the championship series, and Jay Johnson knows where this ranks for him.
I said this literally probably 2 years ago to the day, the walk-off homer, Tommy against Wake Forest. Like, I felt something in my body I've never felt before, and greatest moment of my life, and it now has it tied for first with the 9th inning with Jared Jones. Line drive over the second baseman's head. Luis Hernandez hustling around second base. I would coach this team forever. I've been telling them that probably since March or April, and it's because of the character. And you look at this, and Jared came back with the sole intent of doing what we're doing right now, and him being at the front of that, not just as a player that's driving in runs, but as a leader. He's been tremendous in that regard, set the way for the team. Just excited to prepare for a couple more days, enjoy being together, and go compete for a championship.
We'll get right back to the video, but I promise this is worth the wait. Here to tell you about a brand new apparel brand with officially licensed LSU gear. It's Section 103. So, watching the Tigers to and through Omaha or gearing up for football season, make sure you check out section103.com. All the apparel, hats, shirts, hoodies, stuff for men, women, kids, even the wee Tiger fans, the little Tiger babies. They got you covered over at Section 103. Everything looks great, super comfortable. The guys came to LSU's campus to learn about the tradition, so you're going to find unique designs, literally, that you won't find anywhere else. It's section103.com. And remember, use the promo code AFR and get 10% off your order at section103.com. Thrilled to welcome Section 103 here as a new partner. Section103.com, promo code AFR for 10% off. Go Tigers. Enjoy the rest of the video. That's how Jay feels about it. You'll have your stories you'll tell, and they'll only be magnified if the Tigers go and win 2 more games. I've been asked a lot today, and no doubt you have as well. These are the conversations that everybody's having, from firing up a Locked On postgame show as soon as the game went final, to being on Crane and Company earlier today with Jake and the boys, to talking to my friends and colleagues who work in Arkansas, to just water cooler talk. Everyone's asking the same question. Here, wherever you work, did LSU win it or did Arkansas lose it? And the answer is yes. It's both. Both things transpired. Because when you have a game like that was so well played between 2 teams that are so evenly matched, where the margin is so slim, there are going to be moments where your team makes a play. And there are going to be moments where the other team doesn't, or flip it. I mean, look at this game. Yes, absolutely. Vaheva Aloy, who was the SEC Player of the Year, had a routine, tailor-made ground ball double play. Stephen Milam rolled over one to the best player on their team, and instead of turning a double play, he goes to third to get the lead out. Now, that didn't lose the game for Arkansas, but it left the door open to LSU. Charles Davelin, great player in left field. Bad read on Hernandez's sinking liner, hits him in the freaking shoulder. Yes. Bad play, ball by an SEC outfielder that should have been caught. But Hernandez took a tough pitch and laced it into left field. A sinking liner. A tough play. One that dude should have made. But you had to put the swing on the bat. We can talk about, how about the throwing error? Just with 1 out in the 9th on Curiel's tapper down the right side, which allowed him to get to second base, which got that whole thing started. Yes, Arkansas made some boneheaded plays for a team that was the best defensive team in the league, one of the best defensive teams in the country this year. They choked in the 9th. No doubt. But what about LSU missing an opportunity for a run in the 6th when Jake Brown stumbled on the pickle play trying to get Josh Pearson home? That's a run LSU missed out on. What about Jones's error in the 8th, which allowed 2 runs to score? Or earlier in the 8th, what about Dickinson? Kind of lazy, trying to turn the double play. You only get 1. Kept that inning going. You had the leadoff man on base 5 times in the first 7 innings. And you scored in 1 of those innings. You had runners in scoring position in the 1st and the 2nd, didn't come through. The point is, LSU had plenty of opportunities that they missed. LSU made mistakes in this game as well. We're going to point to the 9th inning in the endgame scenario that transpired because it's glaring in a super tight game, but you play out the 54 outs in the ball game, 53 outs in the ball game, and that's how it goes. That's why baseball is magnificent. Old Yogi Berra said it ain't over till it's over. And it's true. You got to get all 27 outs, and Arkansas didn't do it. I don't know if they're cursed. I don't know if it's just a mindset within their program, if it's Dave Van Horn not recruiting guys that are mentally tough. I don't know. I don't cover their program. I'm not in it every day, and I don't even care, to be honest. What I know is they got a ton of talent in that Arkansas dugout. They're the SEC Player of the Year. They had a bunch of dudes throwing mid-90s and nasty. They had dudes that could hit 1 through 9. They had opportunities, but you were just as talented as they were. And as great as Landon Beidelshees was, Zac Cowan matched him. And when we thought Cowan might be wobbling after the solo homer in the 4th, all he did was retire the next 7 men he faced. And the only guy that got on that broke that streak was a backside single against the shift. I mean, you have to have dudes step up in the postseason in legendary moments that write their legend. Zac Cowan did it just like Nate Ackenhausen did in 2023 in that elimination game against Tennessee. It don't matter anything else Nate Ackenhausen did the rest of his career at LSU. And doesn't matter what he does in pro ball forever in his life. Nothing matters. Because for as long as we talk about LSU baseball, we'll talk about Nate Ackenhausen, that 6-inning performance against Tennessee in an elimination game in the Skeens Cruise championship team. And we will forever talk about Zac Cowan giving LSU 5 1/3 of one-run ball and holding the rope and giving LSU a chance to take the lead, which they did. We'll talk about Jake Brown's pinch hit single, which got two RBI. We'll talk about Jared Jones' solo homer to tie it. And we'll talk about Jared Jones' game-winning single to win it. LSU off to the championship series where they are favored against Coastal Carolina. We're going to talk plenty over the day today about this championship series, but it's worth taking a day to just bathe in the glory and the afterglow of such an epic game, especially when your team comes out victorious. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.